What's up, everybody, and welcome to my Monday Night Raw review. Hopefully, everybody's out there enjoying a good Labor Day, pretty much. Especially me. I'm glad I have a day off, so I am enjoying my day off tonight. Well, pretty much throughout the entire day. So hopefully you got a great day off. Anything that's going down with you guys, hope you're enjoying it. On Labor Day for Monday Night Raw. So hey, we all gotta have a day off once in a while to rest up. But the show continues, and that's why I'm still doing this show. But as we pretty much start off Raw tonight, it was John Cena versus Jason Jordan to kick off the show. Which they still had Corey Graves, which is now going to be on Raw and SmackDown. I think SmackDown's going to be temporarily though. And they did take him off 205 Live since JBL's off commentary. I just wanted to get that out of the way. I know they put Nigel McGuinness on 205 now, main event. So I just wanted to knock that out. When they did Cena versus Jordan, and yes, Jordan still doesn't, have a great reaction when he comes out. They even kind of, and this was a very competitive match, don't get me wrong, but it's like they tried to compare this to John Cena when he debuted against Kurt Angle many years ago, back in 2002 on SmackDown, and they tried to compare Cena to Jordan in a way. And don't get me wrong, I thought the match was good. I think it was a little slow in the beginning, but it picked up. But I don't know where this is gonna go with Jason Jordan. I don't know what him going to Cena is going to do. Like, come on, I already knew John Cena was gonna win just because, and I'm sure a lot of people said John Cena would eat him alive. But the match was good in a way, but Jason Jordan is still bland, okay? And still when he cuts promos and stuff, he's got the stuff in the ring, and it wasn't a bad match, and the crowd got into it near the end when Cena pretty much hit the FU and got over with it. But Cena pretty much picked him up and shook his hand, and Jordan left in after that. Next thing you know, Roman Reigns comes out. Talking about Cena, yes, the 16-time champion. Took him over 20 minutes to beat a rookie, even though this match was like 10 minutes. I don't know what he's talking about. Roman Reigns pretty much said, Cena, you're not as good as you are, and you would have beaten him right out the get-go. And, you let Jordan believe he had a chance of beating you and stuff. But, no, you just wanted to destroy him then after that. And pretty much called him a lying, fake-ass bitch. And then Cena told him a Debbie Downer, which Cena likes to play off a lot of stuff and be funny about it at the time. So he was disgusted by Roman Reigns' face, and you need to stay in your lane because it's not a strong suit for you. And he says, you come out here with your zipper open, and he says, I busted it actually. Big dong. I swear he said big dong. First, we got a lot of dick and ball jokes out here. And he says, I was talking about your balls, but it looks like you don't have any. And then Reigns said, you would be looking for my balls, wouldn't you? Okay, what is with all the dick and ball jokes right here? I don't know. So, yeah. And Cena talked about no mercy. And he says, Reigns, you thought you was going to beat the guy and everything, but it looks like I'm the guy that's got to chop you down to size. Because someone's going to come get you one day. And you're just this golden boy that needs to be taught a lesson of respect. And he says, Jordan, Gable, and even The Miz had to scratch and claw to get by here. And he may despise The Miz, but he respects how he scratches and claws, even though he kind of buried the guy multiple times now when I look at it. He says, I don't respect you, though, Reigns. He said he didn't respect them, and I don't respect you out here calling me a fake-ass bitch. And then he pretty much talked about the crowd, said that the fans agreed in that. And then, Roman Reigns pretty much said, now we're talking there, John. Alright, and he pretty much asked the crowd, do you guys want to see Cena beat my ass tonight? And the fans pretty much were with it. And, he told Cena to finally back up to his big mouth now, if he's so tough. As Cena stood there and just smirked and leaned against the ropes, Roman just looked at him and left after that. So, good promo, not as great as the first one last week, but it was good. A lot of dick and ball references, and Cena once again doing that smirk laugh, knowing he doesn't really care. So we still got time. It's another 3 weeks until this match. Cena and not Cena, Seth and Dean came out on commentary as they were wearing those Connor t-shirts. I remember this September, so they are doing the Connor's Cure thing. I know it's about that kid, Daniel Bryan Lathan, they put in the Hall of Fame, and yeah, I'll save my notes on that for another day. You know, I thought about something. I said it basically about a year ago, really, about this whole Connor's Cure thing, but I'll wait for that another day. I just know some say that they're just marketing off of a kid that's not here anymore and stuff, but I'll say that those comments for another time. But they pretty much were promoting the Connor's Cure thing. They had shirts on for it. Sheamus and Cesaro then went against Slayer and Rhino. Sheamus and Cesaro won. Booker T pretty much thanked the fans in WWE for helping out Houston, Texas right now. The Hardys were in the back, as Matt says, a wonderful evening for Jeff to become the new IC Intercontinental Champion. And so, Jeff's gonna be a master wrestler. Our matches like they're our first, or even if they are our last. And he says pretty cool that his daughter will see him win the Intercontinental title tonight. And he says he's going out of blaze of glory, or he's walking out as the new Intercontinental Champion. Matt says he's gonna do anything to stop the Miz to ride if they try to trap him in it tonight. Miz then went against Jeff Hardy for the IC title, which was a really good match. I actually enjoyed. The Miz Taraj was going to get thrown out, as including Matt Hardy. Maurice was still out there, so she was going to do something. She didn't really do that much, though. So Miz pretty much won clean, surprisingly. For one, he actually does something with the title, at least for one to get a clean win and having the Miz Taraj cheat. Did Maurice do something by just, shook the hand of Miz, I guess, to tell him to move out the way? They probably will play into that because Jeff missed the Swanton then. He was going to go for the Twist of Fate, but he got to his skull crushing finale. So in a way, it was a clean win when you look at it. And it was a really good match. It was just kind of surprisingly, really, because, listen, I don't think Miz has done that much, really a great job ever since he's gone to Monday Night Raw. I don't know why they put him on Monday Night Raw. Still to this day, I thought he was better on SmackDown until the whole Cena debacle in WrestleMania. But, Raw, it hasn't really been going out great for him, but this is probably one of only good matches I think he's had in a minute. Being a clean win, or mostly. Alexa Bliss was on Sasha Banks about this whole. Well, not Sasha Banks. We'll get to that later on, but Kurt Angle was in the back, so Nia Jax throws some where's my title shot and everything. He says Angle told that Sasha gets a rematch in the contract, and Jackson was Angle talk about creating an opportunity and stuff, until Emma came in talking about the hashtags and stuff, and pretty much Kurt Angle says you two are going to tag up tonight, and if you can beat Sasha and Alexa Bliss, you will be added instead of one-on-one. It'll be a fatal four-way now, so at least Emma will get something out of this if they win the match. And I knew Nia Jax was probably going to be in it, even though I just still think it was so stupid last week that Alexa Bliss has the title back on. I still think that's retarded right now, really. It doesn't make sense after I saw the whole women last week. But now I guess it'll probably be a fatal four-way, no mercy. What else was next? Enzo, cruiserweight time. Enzo, once again, in his 10-minute, very long, dude, why are we giving this guy so much mic time? These 10-minute long-ass promos. Pretty much, I think this was the same match. I feel like I've seen this already. I don't even watch 205 Live, but this is a match I feel like I've seen. 6-man tag. Him, Grand Metalik, and Pepper Jack Cheese did Queso versus Cedric Alexander. Cedric Alexander versus Noam Dar, Tony Nese, and Drew Gulak. Match was short. I don't care. It's the cruiserweights. I just don't care. And it's like somebody said, check out 205 Live to listen to Enzo and his needlessly long promos and a way to cheat to win his matches in 205. Since he pretty much poked Gulak in the eye and they hit the eat the feet to win using Gail Kim moves now. So yeah. So Enzo just did his promo and Captain Underpants and soft. Dude, I just don't care about the cruiserweights. I just don't. Just fuck them, really. I've really gotten to that point. Just fuck them. Sasha Banks was getting ready for a match. Alexa Bliss said, "Why do we have to tag tonight and stuff?" And you know, they all are in this match, and do the math or something like that. And Sasha said, "I will beat you. You better hope she wants it to be a singles match, because I'm going to beat you and make you tap out." So that was going to happen. Finn Balor came out to cut a promo saying this is Balor Club, and he said the NXT and Universal title looked really good around his waist. And he said the IC title would too if it wasn't for Bray Wyatt, and how Bray Wyatt cost him the title. And Balor says, you never truly beat someone like Wyatt. So the next time Wyatt appears, he'll be ready. And he's chosen his fate, and he's not afraid. I don't run from my demons, because sometimes he becomes them. And he says, I will continue to play mind games. Wyatt, he showed up on the screen. You are a liar, man. You run like a child. I got bored. I'm just too good at this. And he juggled them, and he wanted to know what his purpose was. As Balor says, I have a choice. I define my legacy, and I've made my choice. And Wyatt said, you're a scared little rabbit, and you will run. Which will probably be a match. Why are we doing this feud still? It should have ended at SummerSlam. I'm honestly confused why this feud is still going. Like, seriously. Like, we already know what happened. I don't understand why we're still doing this promo with him. It's hard to believe anything Wyatt says. Listen, we did the demon thing. It should have been over. He went the demon. He beat Wyatt at SummerSlam. Should have been over. Done. I don't know why we're still continuing this. Like, do they have anything better for Finn Balor to do than go against Wyatt and beat him again? I don't know. Wyatt's promo, same old crap. Say he's going to do something, but never backs it up after what he says. So, yeah. Alexa Bliss and Sasha wins Nia Jax and Emma. Tag match was okay at most. It's alright. It pretty much ended with Nia Jax and Emma winning, as Nia Jax did the leg drop and Emma covered it. So that'll be a fatal 4-way at No Mercy. Sasha, Alexa, Nia Jax, and Emma. So here we go, folks. Fatal 4-way. Braun Strowman was being interviewed saying, why am I in a cage match in the Big Show? Well, yes, why are we doing a cage match with the Big Show to begin with? Why is this the main event? Why? We've seen this match already, so why are we doing this match again in the main event? And he said he's looking for Lesnar, and he's going to get him. Seth and Dean went against Gallows and Anderson. Pretty much Ambrose and Rollins won, or Shield 2.0 or whatever. And then Gallows and Anderson pretty much started knocking Sheamus and Cesaro in after they lost. And then they get the crap kicked out of them by Sheamus and Cesaro. So, yeah. I don't know if they were supposed to turn face or not, but I don't even know what to say about all that. We really don't. Enzo and Grand Metalik and Cedric were celebrating the back until Neville showed up saying it'd be a fatal 5-way tomorrow. Looks like we determined a lot of these title shots with fatal 5-ways, really. Sometimes. I feel like every other 205 live they had a fatal 5-way to prove who would be Neville's next challenger. As they reinforced the ring, they interviewed the referee that was in the Big Show versus Braun Strowman last match. It was Jeff Cohn or whatever, and say, it's gonna be big out there, and he doesn't know what to do. They're in a cage now, so that made sure they double reinforce the ring. Big Show cut a promo, a clean-shaven Big Show who kind of still looks like King Kong Bundy, but a stretched out version of him. Do an interview and says, I faced every opponent ever, and Strowman thinks he's gonna break me and stuff. And this is a cage match. And he says he's gonna choke slam Strowman straight to hell. And he's like, I don't respect Strowman. And he says he's gonna put me out the pasture. In 23 years, there hasn't been one superstar big enough, bad enough to break him. He says I've had more matches than him. So he cut that promo there. Big Show then went against Strowman in a cage match, which Big Show's hand is now miraculously back to good, since the whole Big Cass thing. But they went at it. Big Show hit an elbow drop. which the crowd went holy shit chants after that, which is funny. They said Big Show hasn't done an elbow drop in 20 years. Listen, folks, Big Show did an elbow drop back in 2011 at the Survivor Series when he went against Mark Henry for the World Heavyweight Championship. You don't believe me? Go look it up. Survivor Series 2011. Big Show versus Mark Henry. Yes, I don't know what they're talking about with 20 years now. It makes no sense. But they pretty much rammed each other into the cage, knocked each other on the ropes multiple times. Show was able to get a choke slam on him about 2 times. He really did. Until they went up and they did a superplex. The ring didn't collapse. So it was double reinforced after Strowman did it. Strowman picked up Big Show and then hit him with a power slam because it looked like he struggled to get it. I thought he struggled on the first one, but Big Show pretty much dodged it. And then he said, "This is what you call your so-called giant here lost." And he said, "This is what I'm gonna do to Brock Lesnar. No mercy. This is your future." And then he picked up Big Show as Big Show tried to punch him, but he was groggy. And he says, "You're out the pasture, old man." And he power slammed Big Show through the steel cage, and the cage pop. And I don't know. He didn't look that effective really, but Big Show pretty much went through the cage and just kind of landed there, and Strowman went up to the stage, did his screen. So the match was good. The super heavyweights got the main event again, but Big Show, he took a big bump though. In a way, he took a big bump after the whole cage panel falling. It didn't look that painful really, but he did do an elbow drop, so that still did look cool. But I don't know, the show was just kind of there. You gotta remember, this is a holiday show, so it's never really much to see from a holiday show. I still think some things are stupidity at one point in half of this show. But I just didn't understand why was this the main event and what purpose was it to serve. Was it just for Big Show to put Strowman over like he did last time? Like, pretty much. So this time he just got to put him over so he can go against Brock Lesnar now. So that's pretty much mostly why this match even happened. Because I said, why is this the main event and why is this even a cage match? Why are these two even facing each other? Why does Big Show have a clean shaven beard? So yeah, but it was a good match from both guys. They did what they could, but it kind of got slow near the end. I thought Big Show was gonna kick out of that last power slam at the end. But Monday Night Raw was Monday Night Raw. So wasn't much to say from here, really. The show just had its moments. It wasn't hot, but it had its moments. The crowd was okay at best. They were loud at some points. At least it was better than the Memphis crowd last week. So yeah, were they Omaha, Nebraska? So I don't know, but we'll see. I could say stuff more on the Raw airing live on Christmas and New Year's Day, I believe. Holy crap, we'll save that for another video, because there's a lot to get into that one. But I'm out of here. I will see you guys later, and peace out. And this camera, so much buffering with this camera, It's like you get a 1080p screen, but then it wants to mess with you and blur up on you in the last minute when you're doing a review. But hey, I'm out of here. I will see you guys later. Peace out.